There is this Fulani woman that is blocking our resolution at United Nations. Her name is Amina Mohammed. She is a Fulani woman that was put in the UN by Buhari in support of the British, because as you are aware, Buhari and the British government work together hand in hand to ensure the slavery of Biafrans and the poor of Nigeria, using stooges in Nigeria and in any important union, call it the AU or the UN. On this particular occasion, it was the UN, and Amina Mohammed was sponsored into the UN by Buhari itself. And she has been there. What has she been doing in UN? Amina Mohammed has been blocking all efforts, all voices, dissenting voices from Nigeria. She has been blocking the UN from listening to Biafra's cause. Of course, you know that there are lobbyists of Biafra in the UN. There are lobbyists of Nnamdi Kanu in the UN, people who are trying to let the world know of the atrocities, even the kidnap, even the rendition, and other things that happened in Nigeria, even under Buhari. Remember the clamping down of Biafra supporters and the people protesting around Nigeria, asking for, freedom, asking for, human rights, and that was happening between Buhari's time. This woman was appointed in the UN to cover Buhari's mess, to cover the Fulani's, empire's, expansion and slaughter going on in Nigeria. And she has done that job to perfection. She has ensured that anything that concerns Biafra is knocked off the table of the UN. She has ensured that she has done the job she was sent there by British Nigeria to ensure that Nigerian voices are not heard. And they keep on looting the money from Nigeria. They keep on looting the oil, and they keep on imprisoning Nnamdi Kanu to make sure that their job keeps on moving. Their oil keeps on moving. But I did my research more. And you'll be shocked what I'm about to reveal to you. So stay to the end of this video so that you will not miss any bit and say, had I known. Are you aware that Amina Mohammed, if I tell you that she was appointed specifically to oversee the Operation Python dance, you will say, you will maybe doubt me, but I'll prove it to you. I'm yet to prove it to you that Amina Mohammed knew about Python dance before it happened. She approved it, and she was sent to the UN to defend and block any backlash that would come out of it. You doubt me? First of all, let me tell you. Why do you think that when a UN panel said that Nigeria was guilty for kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu, and in fact ordered Nigerian government, to send Kanu back to Kenya and wash their hands off what they did and apologize to Kanu, and in fact, they even found Nigeria guilty of that whole act. Why has it happened that since that time they found Nigeria guilty in 2022 till now, Nigeria still hold onto Kanu? Why? It is because the UN is like every other government. You can win a case, but the government has to execute the judgment. So Amina Mohammed is actually among those people in the UN that execute judgments of the UN. You understand me now? That's number one. That is why it has never ever happened. If it was a Fulani person or Fulani community that it happened to, you would have seen expedition of action by now. Amina Mohammed would have made sure that Fulani gets justice in the UN. Yes. Now, number two, let me tell you, this one is very, very important. And that's why you should listen. Very important. Very important. In fact, at this point, if you have not liked the video, click on that like button. Very important. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe now and click on the bell you see there. Then select all to get notified whenever you release a video. You are in the right place. You are in the right place. Let me now break it to you that Amina Mohammed was part and parcel of this Python dance. Amina Mohammed was appointed in the UN on the 1st of January 2017. The same year, Python dance started on the 14th of September 2017. Do you see the match? Few months after her appointment, Python dance happened, and since Python dance happened in the glare of the world till today, not even a word from the UN has talked about the genocide that happened in Python dance. Do you know how many lobbies have gone to the UN? Do you know how many files have been sent to the UN about this Python dance? Till today, no word about Python dance. How come? It is because before Python dance happened, Buhari had planned it all before then and made sure to cover his track by making sure that he had somebody in the upper echelon of the UN to cover any loose ends, in connivance with the British, of course. So Amina Mohammed was sent to the UN to protect, their evil crime, to cover and conceal it, and to ensure that it doesn't see the light of the day. Now you understand it. You have clocked it. Now you have clocked it. Let me hear you clock it. Yes. It's not coincidence. Buhari was a president in 2015. All of a sudden, Buhari schemed, planned with the evil ones, and of course the British, because they are part and parcel of Python dance. Let me also help you on that part. Amina Mohammed was born in Liverpool, England. She was raised and trained by British. She's a Fulani from Gombe State. What better qualifications does the British have? Does the British have to have a hand? To have a hand than somebody that they can trust. What is her job in the UN? And I speak to you now. Amina Mohammed has risen to the position of Deputy Secretary General. Number 2 person in the UN. That is who she is. After Antonio Guterres, you have Amina Mohammed. Number 2 person. That is a position of interest. What does she use her position for? She uses her position to fight against Biafra, to fight against Nnamdi Kanu, most importantly, to black out the Igbos, to blockade the Igbos and protect the oil coming from Nigeria to UK, of course. And to make sure also that she protects the Fulani terrorists in the country who are ravaging the whole, local governments, streets, states, bushes, farms, everywhere. Why do you think that it took Donald Trump and the US to expose them? Why did it take Donald Trump to expose what the whole world have known? Because the whole world has known, of course, about this whole carnage. But why did the UN not do anything? It's because the people running the UN know about it and they cover it. When people talk, people say, the world, they know what is going on. But nobody is talking because they are interested in this thing. That's what they say, in every crime committed, the government knows and can end it, but refuse to because there was a purpose it was created for in the first place. Do you understand? There was a purpose for this crime. There was a purpose for this Fulani and whatever in Nigeria. There's a purpose for Usman Danfodio doing what he's doing with his children, for the Jelon people. This kidnapping is going on. This crime going on. Why Nnamdi Kanu set up the ESN to defend his people? And they attacked him. Instead of going to tell the Fulani people to leave the bushes, they attacked Nnamdi Kanu instead. And you think it is normal? You think it's normal that when you attack a Fulani herdsman, they will arrest you? You think it's normal? You think it's normal that all these things are going on and we know where these people are? They come on TikTok with their phones to do video and they post on the video and nobody talks. You think it's normal? It is not normal. It is because they are sent. It's a program. A very big program. Operation Python Dance was a program designed many years. The fear of Biafra is one of the greatest fears of the British because they believe that if Biafra controls their land, they will control their oil. And that oil is what they don't want to let go of because they have a pipeline that is taking oil from the national pipeline to the ocean where they load their tanks and load their ships back to Britain. Amina Mohammed is not a friend of Biafra. Neither is she a friend of Africa. She is a very good friend of Fulani alone and a very good friend of Britain alone. Let me tell you something, one more thing. What has Amina Mohammed done for the poor, the impoverished, the people of Africa with her position. As deputy of UN, what have you done? What has she done? What has she done to change the lives of Africans? At least, if you are privileged to be in such a position, you should use your position to show, to bring peace, to bring stability, to bring food to the table, to direct foreign, investments, foreign attention to the plight of African people. But what has she done? Instead, she has used her position to remove the eyes of the foreign powers from what her siblings, her brothers are doing in the country. What the Fulani people are doing in the country, she has succeeded in turning away the eye of the UN away from it. She does not want the UN to see or stop it. They have a plan to render Nigeria crippled, to stifle Nigerians, and to keep extracting that oil and stealing from the people while the Fulani people keep on taking over the lands. It's an intentional plan. It's why I said it on that video. I said, once you become a governor in Nigeria, you become a father of Fulani people. You can't touch them. You can't question them. They are in your state. You must accommodate them and protect their interests, despite what they do. That is exactly what to be a Nigerian governor. You have signed it. No Nigerian governor, I'm telling you, no Nigerian governor can deny this. They are all the same. Even if you win, if you're not their candidate, they will either tell you what you should do. If you disagree, they will disqualify you. They will just find a way and rig it against you. So any governor is in Nigeria, also know, they know that protecting the Fulani rights is the number one constitutional right. The first law is the right of a Fulani is important. That is number one law. Every poacher in Nigeria knows, every policeman knows, every army man knows, they know it. They know it. You must protect them. The one carrying gun, the one in a horse, the one in with cows, the one with goat, all of them, so long as it's a Fulani, protect them. That is why they carry guns in the bushes. They carry guns, they carry knives, they carry weapons. You can't question them. You can't. Then you see somebody like Fulani and Amina Mohammed in the whole UN. What is her job? The only hope we have now is that her tenure expires 2026 December. So we have hope that in the coming few months, Amina Mohammed will no more be the UN Deputy General again, and will do everything possible to make sure that she does not gain promotion and she never ever occupies the main seat of the UN, which is the Secretary General position itself, because I know that definitely the UK will start lobbying for her to occupy a bigger position. But I know that America is already at loggerheads with the UN, and they're going to do everything possible to make sure that the whole leadership is flushed out. The whole leadership of the UN should be flushed out. People who are empowering, people who are supporting Iran, people who are supporting Gaza, people who are supporting Lebanon, Hezbollah. These are the people that are running the UN. People who are supporting terrorism in the world. People who are empathetic with the plight of, with the plight of the terrorists and militants. These are the people running the UN. That is why Biafra is where it is, struggling, because the people who are in the world who are supposed to listen to our plight are the ones who are causing our plight itself. Look, in this world of politics, there is no neutral person. You either be the one causing the problem, or you are the one suffering the problem. Take it like that. Take it like that. You are either the enabler of the problem, or you are the sufferer of the problem. If you stay in the center, anyone that you see take, you can't stay in the center. You can't afford to play. You don't know anything. If you go to UN, they are all taking sides. They are all playing the roles. You want to be neutral? You want to stand and do nothing? Like the UK decide that you're not going to give the Air Force, is it the base to America? Ended up being struck by Iran. Then they now woke up. You now saw Keir Starmer talking. America said, you see, you thought that you want to be neutral in this war. But Iran is not thinking the same. Iran bombed everybody. Both those people who didn't do them anything and the ones who did them anything, Iran bombed everybody. In this war, there is no neutral person. When I see some Nigerians talking about, hey, peace, hey, joy, hey, love, there is no... The Fulani know what they are doing. It's time you wake up and know what you are doing. They plant their people everywhere to make sure that they get what they want. What are you doing? You are busy waking up every day, going to work, coming back. They pay salary, you feed your family. Tomorrow the government will bring inflation. You work harder. The money becomes, they kill in the naira. You work harder again. You keep working harder until you die. Then your family continue from where you stop. There is nothing. There is nothing anymore. All we want is the emancipation of Ndigbo, the freedom of Biafra, and the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And that is exactly what I want and what we're fighting for. And I'll be there to announce all this for you. The question is, where will you be?